Zach Ellis, and welcome to my journey. I don't know where I'm going or how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to be tearing shit up every step of the way, along with a few friends, of course. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be building, modifying, repairing, fabricating, and racing every chance I get.
Terrifying.
But if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to smash the subscribe button, and of course, enjoy the video. What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be installing an electric cutout and a new exhaust on the my SRT4. So the other day I was scrolling through Facebook Marketplace and I stumbled upon somebody parting out an SRT4 right in Philly. So I decided I'd hit him up, ask him about his exhaust. Sure as shit, he had a full 3-inch exhaust that he was trying to sell. Sent me some pictures. It's a single exit, not exactly what I wanted, but I was like, I plan on fabricating around it anyway. I just needed I wanted the basic idea, because buying this exhaust, I think I paid $200 for it, 150. I paid 150 or $200 for it. That was cheaper than me buying the material alone. And this already has the general idea of what I need to accomplish. It's all good quality stainless steel as well, so that kind of makes me happy. So today I'm going to try and get this thing adapted up to my catless downpipe and installed in the car. I've got some 3-inch V-band clamps I want to install on the exhaust as well, just to make things as simple as possible. But before we get into today's video, I wanted to give a big shout out to Stage Racing. They actually sent me some free merch. They sent me a hoodie just the other day. I'm probably going to reach out and see if I can get some other stuff from them. But these guys have been following the channel since the beginning. So I think they were in roughly my first 50 followers, which means a lot to me, especially since I'm approaching 500, which if you guys like this content, like, comment, and subscribe. That would help me out greatly. They've always been at my channel supporting me, giving me tips, pointers, asking questions, engaging on the channel, which, as you guys know, means a ton for channel growth. So if you guys like my content, I'd recommend jumping over there and checking out their content. They're actually in the process of building a first-gen neon SRT swap. And I know that it's been done before, but these guys are going in detail on everything that you need to know to accomplish the swap, from brake booster, mass cylinder, engine mounts, everything that is involved in that swap. They're going into detail, including the electrical stuff. But this is also one of those builds where I'm not sure if it's a dedicated track car or not, but they're going quality. So they're definitely focusing on attention to detail, and the car is going to be mint when it's done. From what I've seen so far on their channel, the car is going to be rolling out there almost like it was a factory SRT first gen. Which would be badass if they made it. But either way, definitely go check out their channel. Hit their like button, subscribe to their channel. It would mean a lot to me, and I know it would mean a lot to them. So now we can get into messing with this exhaust. Alright, so as quickly as this project has started, it has ended. It's been I don't know, a minute since I got off the camera last. I threw the main section of the exhaust down underneath the car. You can see it there. Just to kind of get an idea of how they had it mounted. Like, you can see the little mounts there. Little bit different style than any aftermarket or factory exhaust. It doesn't use all those little bar hangers. But I got the exhaust under there. Looking at it compared to the 2¼ inch exhaust, I was like, this thing looks really freaking big. And I didn't think about it when I bought this exhaust, because I was being elusive. My wife was at school, so I was trying to get the exhaust and get out. So I didn't ask any questions, and it was a good price. But I was over here looking at the exhaust and looking at the cutout, which here's the cutout. Cheap eBay boy, it was like $100. And I started looking at the tailpipe. So this is all one solid piece all the way through. There's no jump up for the exhaust tip. So this tip is what I thought was 3 inches. Then I set the cutout next to it, and I realized that this is not a 3-inch exhaust. Actually, you guys can see this, 3.5 inches. Which is super frustrating, because I have already bought 3 3-inch V-band clamps. So I've got 3 V-band clamps that are essentially useless. I'm not going to say 100% useless, but they're pretty freaking useless right now. And then I have the cutout, which is useless. I can't use it on a 3-inch. So I think I'm just going to get rid of the cutout idea. I don't think I'm going to run with the cutout just because I don't even know if I can find a 3.5 inch cutout, or do I just get a taper connecting the 3-inch downpipe to a 3.5 inch exhaust, put that in on the downpipe, and then run the rest of the exhaust the way it is. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to hop online. Actually, there's a store down the street I think will sell a taper for me, or a reducer. I might buy the 3 to 3.5 inch reducer, weld that into my down. Fuck, this sucks. Oh man. You know what? I'm gonna hop under the car. I'm going to raise the exhaust up so it just kind of matches the stock exhaust right now, just to kind of see how everything's gonna mount up, and then I will make the decision on what exactly I want to do next. This is such a pain in the ass. If you look at the downpipe, so the mating surface for the new exhaust is really close to where the downstream O2 sensor is. I don't know if it's gonna be weird to run a reducer. Fuck. So I'm sitting in here messing with my damn car, and a fucking cat walks in. Maybe we got a mouse in here or something. Alright, so I think I figured out the best plan of action for me to get this exhaust in the car. So I'm gonna hop under and show you what I think I'm gonna do. Alright, so what I'm thinking about doing is, since I have this section of straight part on my downpipe, I'm thinking about cutting this exhaust somewhere in this section. So from this elbow to here, somewhere around there, cutting this. And then I can squeeze a reducer in and then a V-band clamp onto the downpipe. So that way, one V-band clamp will disconnect the bottom of the downpipe from the entire exhaust. I don't know for a fact that I can get a reducer here today or tomorrow, but worst come to worst, the section of this pipe that I cut out, I can fabricate my own reducer. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this stock exhaust out of here and then move on. Alright, we got the exhaust out of the car. I got it here on the ground next to the aftermarket exhaust. And holy shit, it's way smaller than the one that I got to replace it. So here it is, next to the old and new exhaust. It's a huge difference. Huge difference. Cool, we've got the V-band clamp for the downpipe completely installed. I already cooled the pipe down, so I'm going to remove the clamp itself from here, and then I'm going to go ahead and install the downpipe in the car. I'm not going to video that because I'm not trying to bore you guys to death. And then most likely I'm going to pick the camera back up tomorrow when I'm going to adapt the aftermarket exhaust to the original downpipe, or the 3-inch downpipe. So I've got the exhaust in. It fits. Everything is matched up. The bolts in the middle of the body are in the perfect location. V-band clamp is on. You can see her there. It's not welded all the way. I pried it open a little bit to create a gap at the bottom so I can fill that in. It's going to fit perfectly. The V-band clamp is tight in here, so it's kind of in its final resting place. Right now, you can see the mufflers at like a slight angle. It's because I don't have the bolts in up there. Luckily with a V-band clamp, the exhaust is free to rotate as much as it wants. Ladies and gentlemen, after what feels like 2 days of agony, I've got tools everywhere, all lined up next to the car. It's finally time to start this thing and hear what it sounds like. As you've seen throughout this video, the car has some sort of muffler on it. I'm not entirely sure what the muffler is. It's a single exit exhaust, not really what I want, but this is a good start. And it is 3.5 inches cat back essentially, which I didn't realize that when I bought it, but not a big deal. So without further ado, I'm gonna set the camera up here and get a sound test, and then I'll bounce it against some footage I got back when I put the catless downpipe on like a year ago. Man, I gotta say, I think it sounds good. The tone is way different. It definitely sounds deeper. The stock exhaust is 2 resonators on it. This one looks like it has 1 muffler. I can't tell if it's a resonator or not. It's pretty big, so I'm assuming it's a muffler. There's no markings on it, so hard to say. But I'm gonna go ahead, hop in this thing. We're gonna take a quick rip around town, raise a little hell, disturb the peace, and guess we'll see what I think about it. I can already tell just from pulling out of the garage at the turbo, you can hear it a lot more now. It's much more pronounced. But I think in trade for more turbo noise, I'm gonna have more drone on the highway, which I don't really mind the drone. Obviously, I'd rather not have it, but the thing that's really gonna suck is it's gonna make audio much worse for when I'm driving. But I guess that is what it is. It's a trade-off, you know? Way noisier. Holy shit. I got my boots on, so it's hard to shift. Feels so different. so bumpy. Holy shit. It sounds good though. It's way louder. Fucking mailman. Oh, my wife is gonna hate this. She's never gonna want to ride in this thing. God dang. I'm surprised how much louder it is. I'm gonna put the windows up a little and hit it here. So I'd say less crackles and pops, much more turbo noise, and just a better tone overall. I'm gonna downshift, see if I can get some crackles and pops. God dang it, bull. Way noisier, way smellier, but all for good. So all in all, I'm happy with the exhaust. I think it sounds pretty good. I'm definitely going to make a few more changes to it in the future. Right now it's just kind of a good stopping point. Not sure if I'm going to do a cutout on it or not. The sound is decent for me right now. I may remove that muffler and put in a different resonator or something along those lines, but I want to get some seat time in it behind the wheel. And then the other issue is I have to see what the volume is. The decibel limit for autocross is 99, I think, or 100. I don't know that this is higher than that. I doubt it is, but you never know. So that's kind of stuff that I'm going to do in the future. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're headed up towards 500 followers. I think I'm at like 420 right now or something like that. Hopefully by Jan 1 we can have 500. I think it's kind of a tall order to ask, but you never know. Alright guys, that's pretty much all I got for you today. Hopefully you liked the content, and I'll see you in the next one.